Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video General Hospital Recap. How did Dex die? Dex is the latest General Hospital patient to die under mysterious circumstances. And Drew is raked over the coals. Please note that if you purchase something by clicking on a link within this story, we may receive a small commission of the sale. At the Port Charles Grill, Ava and Rick are stunned when all their combined cards are declined. The maitre d' thinks he should call the police, but Ava says they called some people and to give them a little more time as they have no plans to dine and dash. Lucas shows up, learns what happened, and offers a credit card to pay their debts. His card is accepted, and Ava thanks Lucas for giving up whatever plans he had and coming so quickly. She invites him to stay, given he paid for this dinner. Lucas hates being a third wheel, but he didn't have a chance to eat, so he'll take her up on the invite. He asks for another menu and bottle of champagne from the maitre d'. Ava tells Lucas that she'll pay him back and is waiting to hear back from her business manager about her accounts. Rick assumes his accounts are frozen due to Ava's bounced check. Again, Ava thanks Lucas for giving up his plans for the evening. Lucas assumes he wasn't her first call. She says he wasn't, but he's the only one who answered her. Ava gets an alert on the phone and wonders what now. She's stunned, shows the phone to Rick, and asks if this is what she thinks it is. Lucas asks what it is. She tells him her entire divorce settlement from Nicholas has been taken back by the Cassadines. Related story. General Hospital preview. Another death. Hush plot revealed, and why someone's going to have the worst holiday ever done, and some officers burst into Windermere, which is dark and shut down. The alarm went off, notifying the police. They discover Lulu snooping around. Dante lets the officers know he can handle this, and they can get back to the station. Alone, Lulu explains she hopes to find something Valentin and Charlotte left behind to help her find where they are. Danny says others have lived here since Valentin and Charlotte, and their stuff may be long gone. Lulu says she's already searched the tunnels and found nothing, so she'll tear this place apart if necessary. Dante knows how hard it is to lose someone you love. Lulu thinks Dante must hate her. Danny says he doesn't hate her, and why would she say that? Lulu knows about Sam. Dante was going to tell her, but she woke up without warning, and he didn't have time to think or prepare. When he saw her, he wanted to ask her a lot of questions, and there was a lot he wanted to tell her. She knows he was likely overwhelmed, and she appreciates him not dumping 4 years of information on her at once. She understands why he didn't tell her about Sam. It would have been hard to process while her head was still spinning. She can see how much Sam loved him. Danny says she did, and Sam did this not for him or Rocco, but because it's who she was. She notes how his expression changes when he talks about her, and it's obvious he loved Sam. He still does, but he is also happy she's awake. It's tough to balance her return with losing Sam. Lulu knows he and Rocco are grieving, and what her waking up cost him and Sam. Dante didn't want to burden her with this, and he felt guilty that he didn't keep Rocco and Charlotte together when she fell into the coma. Lulu says none of this is his fault. It was Valentin who manipulated Charlotte to keep her away from her family. Dante lets her know Laura and Charlotte are close. Lulu is glad for that, but it feels like a piece of her is missing without her home. Dante says they are both going through a lot, so if she wants to tear this place apart, he'll help her. During their search, they find a small wooden box with the Cassadine crest. Open it, and inside are some of Charlotte's old clothes. There is also a toy horse, and Lulu recognizes it as one she got it for her when she was trying to convince Charlotte she loved her. She can't believe Charlotte just left it here. Dandy thinks she kept it, so it has to mean something. More. What is and what's not working with Lulu's return? At the Quartermains, Tracy inadvertently puts on the nanny cam footage of Drew and Willow on the TV while trying to cut the stream of the big game from Michael's phone. While everyone else is stunned, Tracy giggles. Drew yells, "Turn it off." Tracy says, "No, let it play." Drew turns off the TV, and Ned lashes out, telling him that his father would be so proud of him for having sex with his nephew's wife in his daughter's room. Tracy gloats to Nina that she must be shocked, given how close she's gotten to Drew. Gio tells Joss and Trina that Drew's a dead man when Uncle Sonny hears about this. Trina drags Gio and Joss out to the foyer, telling them they should let the people involved deal with this in private. Joss knows her brother, and he'll forgive Willow for cheating, and she can't see him hurt again or Drew's smug face right now. She decides to go see Dex. Gio heads out to practice, but before he does, Trina asks Gio for his stadium pass so she can go see Kai. In the living room, Carly comforts Michael, while everyone else begins lashing out at Drew. He throws their own dirty history back in their faces. Ned calls him the golden boy who thought he was better than everyone else, and now he's fallen right on top of his nephew's wife. Willow approaches Michael and says everyone except him was shocked by the footage. She asks if he took the video. Michael says he did, as he installed the nanny cam and got a notification. That's what he saw when he opened it up. She cries that she was with Drew one time, the day Sam died. So he has known about this for weeks. Why did he play it now? Carly calls Willow the cheater and that this isn't Michael's fault. Willow knows she was in the wrong, but she wants to know why he didn't say anything before now. Michael wanted them to have one last Christmas together as a family. She wanted the same, and she was going to tell him after Christmas. Carly lashes out at Willow for throwing her life with Michael away after all he gave her. Willow runs out, and Carly takes her anger out on Drew. She now realizes why Jason was angry with him, and he finally found someone to put in first. Drew won't discuss this in front of the whole family. Tracy says he slept with Willow, where anyone could have walked in on them, so he doesn't get to keep it private now. She says even Alan wouldn't have stooped so low as to sleep with his nephew's wife. Carly storms out, and Drew tells Ned and Tracy this wasn't planned and that they should stay out of his life. Tracy suggests he move to DC now, as once Monica finds out about this, she'll kick him out. Tracy also wants to show the world what a lowlife he is and broadcast the tape. Drew doesn't care what they do to him, but don't hurt Willow. Michael snaps, "Now you care about what happens to Willow." Drew says he's only thinking about Willow, Scout, and the kids right now, and Olivia agrees. If this footage gets out, it will be the last thing Scout needs. The kids don't deserve to suffer for Drew's mistakes. Tracy, Ned, and Olivia depart, and leave Drew and Michael alone. More. What movies to watch this Christmas? Drew says leaking this footage won't just play out badly for him, but for everyone else as well, and it's up to Michael now. Michael says he's not leaking it only to protect his children, Willow, and even Drew. He's disgusted that Drew gets to use the others to protect himself from his mistake. Drew lashes out, "You know nothing about me and Willow." Michael asks him to tell him about them then. In the foyer, Olivia tells Ned and Tracy that no matter what, they need to support Michael through this. Tracy says, "Once a cheater, always a cheater, but I will play nice for Michael's sake." In the kitchen, Brooke Lynn tells Chase and Sasha that Drew is living up to the Quartermaine name, as they tend to sleep with people they aren't married to. She tells Chase not to worry, as she's a Cerullo. Chase was never worried about her, but he has been thinking. Maybe he and Sasha shouldn't have played God with Michael and Willow's lives years ago. Maybe Michael and Willow weren't meant to be together. Sasha interjects and says she can't believe Willow would cheat on Michael, but none of this is Michael's fault or what she and Chase did years ago. Chase notes he was hurt when Willow left him, and he thought he'd never fall in love again. He was wrong, and he didn't realize Willow was the wrong person for him until Brooke Lynn came along. Nana takes Willow to the gatehouse and says she should pack whatever she can grab for her and the kids and come to her place. Willow doesn't know if she can take the kids away from Michael and their home, but Nana says Michael is a Quartermaine and a Corinthos, and this is going to get ugly. She says this is a war, So if she wants to see her children again, get them now. Willow and Nina gather the kids. Before they can go, Carly stops them at the door. She asks, "You wouldn't be trying to take Michael's children from him, are you?" More, "That's all for Phyllis?" At the stadium, Kai continues his interview with the press after pulling off a win. The interview ends, and Trina arrives to see Kai. He wasn't expecting to see her. She came to congratulate him on the game. He thought football wasn't her thing. She says it's not. But she watched it with people who were totally into it. She lets him know he had a lot of people rooting for him, and that he was amazing on the field. Kai thanks her and is grateful to her for calling him out about his coursework and making him aware of things he didn't consider. She is grateful to him for finishing their project and would like to know more about his passion, football. He gives her some pointers about the terms used and says they have one more game left. It's a big one, a bowl game. Trina has no idea what that means but says she thinks they should do the presentation together and asks if the extension is still a possibility. Watch GH on Hulu $7.99. Buy now. Joss arrives at the hospital, and the halls are dark and empty. She hears Gannon and Liz's voices and other beeping sounds coming from Dex's room. She opens the door, and they are trying to resuscitate him with paddles. Gannon yells, "We aren't going to lose him." Anna appears behind Joss and tells her to come with her. More. Why did Evan Hofer leave General Hospital? Joss asks Anna what happened. Anna doesn't know. Anna stopped by to check on Dex, and they were already working on him. Joss is shocked as she was just talking to him on the phone, and maybe this is a reaction to his medications. Anna says they should just wait for his doctor to come talk to them rather than speculate. Anna tries to call Carly, and Joss works to convince herself that Dex has made it through worse.